Let's, we'll keep Pavati for now, and we'll go take Felix back aboard. I gotta give you a helmet, Felix. Really, I should have the same, lot with me. Have a helmet. There you go. Streetwear basic. Perfectly fine. And I've got a set of armor for you. But we shouldn't have any problems here. Let's also speak to... No, we do have to speak to... once we get the Navkey, we gotta speak to What's-Her-Face with the, salvage operations. So, remember to do that. But hopefully we should have enough information to give to Gladys here. Yeah. Hello, Gladys.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity
I have, as a matter of fact.
You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
Investigated that distress signal from Roseway.
What's that? Speak up now.
About those secrets you asked me to look for.
What'd you turn up?
I found a toothpaste formula, but then I unfound it.
Well, that's just... Well, sweetheart. Good for you.
Okay. I acquired some research on Raptidon. Sorry, that was funny. I acquired some research on Raptidon Musk. Are you interested?
Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon?
They weren't let free. They broke out, obviously.
Someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war.
I found schematics for a prototype weapon from Force, and I'm selling. You buying?
Peaches and cream, if that isn't the most handsome bit of lethal engineering I've seen all week. That'll go for a tidy sum of bits.
And I can't persuade her. Yeah, I need a lot of persuade to deal with that. I think that's it.
Are you positive? Honest to goodness?
I'm certain there's nothing left.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Oh, hold on. Thanks for your time. I've got the bits, apparently.
You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Thanks. That'll run me nearly dry. I probably shouldn't have spent all those bits tinkering with my weapons. Come to think of it. I didn't think I'd actually have to buy it. I thought she'd just, like, if I handed in enough, especially that weapon, that she'd just give it to me for free, but okay.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
You know what I'm here for. Give me the Stella key.
Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices.
I've already spoken with her, and I'll head back to her next. Hagen was her name.
Was there anything else? What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
You meant why'd the board recall Stella Navkeys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see.
Okay, the
reality? I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all.
Well,
claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true.
I think I'll run into that guy.
Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Okay, I got everything else.
Sweetheart.
I could ask her all the
You know where to
information,
find
but
me.
I've got I could hack into that for nothing now, but I'm not going to because it's right in front of her and that'd be blatant.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
If you need a tour guide, I've seen all 12 episodes of Terror on Monarch. Kind of an expert.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Yeah. Well, ooh, I don't know if I wanted to take Parvati on this particular occasion. I think I was gonna go with Felix. I was kind of thinking Sam or Vic. No, Vicar and Felix. I think is gonna be the crew I go with. Vicar has some business down there. And Felix wants to be there. Parvati, maybe later.
CNP Borstworth. It's not the worst unless
Sublight. That was the name. Okay. I've got a nav
What did you think
key.
of the game last night? I still can't believe Armstrong ran the field from the Tuesday zone.
Yeah. Armstrong's really something. Nearly took a fella's head clean off with a tossball stick.
Yeah, well, he's a hacker. That's what they do. Rangers don't show a shred of mercy in a Darlings game. Bates got tossed out of the game for excessive sportsmanlike conduct in the third half. Serves him right.
Yeah. Felix, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what a Tuesday zone is. I don't know my tenders from my forwards. Thing is, I just don't understand tossball.
Hey, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I'll teach you all there is to know.
Great. That's just swell. Can't wait.
Yeah, she sounds absolutely... I don't care a lick about tossball. Hello, Oyama. Hello, Hagen. I should probably speak to Oyama, but
You weren't followed, were you?
no, don't think
Hope
so.
not.
Well, I was followed by Parvati and Felix here, but barring them. Got a nav key to Cellar Bay.
Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
What's Sublight doing in Fallbrook?
A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
Okay, I don't want to know anymore. No, I don't. I'm not asking for a friend. Why do you need me if you already have people on the ground?
Catherine is tied up with other matters, and I don't want her bothered. I told her I'd be sending my best fixer.
Fixer.
Try and play the part.
Got it. I think I know what a fixer is in this context. What kind of salvage are we looking for?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae
I love
gas.
abandoned labs. So I'm going after Alta Vitae gas. What exactly is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer.
So you're the middle person for
Dangerous
that.
stuff. Acid for the nucleon in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
Alright, I'm in.
Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook.
Okay.
One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
About Catherine, or... what am I looking for?
Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. Just watch out. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about.
Is it Catherine you're worried about, or someone else?
Yeah, see? We'll be fine.
Sweet. Okay. But is it Catherine you're worried about? Or is it... like, because you need to tell me if you don't trust her. Alright, I'll speak to you, Oyama.
Hope you find some good salvage out there. Or if you can't find some, make some.
Your... company's motto, as far as I can tell. Does Sublight handle... looks like I'm working for Sublight now.
Swell. Has anyone from HR given you the new employee talk?
Yes. We have an HR department? Where is it?
I don't actually know. That answers for both questions. Here goes. Welcome to Sublight, where salvage runs thicker than blood.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Still trying out new slogans.
Got any others?
Sublight. Because what's your alternative?
That one works.
I'll get that right over to marketing, once I figure out where their office is. Glad to have you on board. We could use the help after what happened to the last contractor.
Does Sublight handle any legitimate business, or is this all just a front?
That's a good question. Yes? Yes, that sounds right. I'll make sure to include that in the new employee salvage tutorial.
You mentioned something about something happening to your last contractor.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you told me you were grateful to have me on board.
Oh, that. Just stay on Miss Lilia's good side. Stealing office supplies is a good way to end up as salvage, if you know what I mean.
We wouldn't want that.
Knew you were a smart guy.
I should go. Okay. That's amusing. I like Ayama.
Stone, Sublight agent. I like the sound of that.
Weirdly, I'm surprised you're on board on this.
So here's the thing about tossball. Tossball is played from the heart.
Yeah, someone mentioned that.
Okay, with you so far. Play from the heart. Easy.
There are other schools of thought. Some say you gotta use your head to play tossball. Those people have concussions.
Oh, gosh. That sounds, really dangerous.
Tossball's a celebration of danger. Take the hacker. The hacker's job is to trample right through the enemy's defense. Best hacker in the league's a fella by the name of Take It Easy Tatum. 59 injuries to his name in 3 non-consecutive seasons.
Why do they call him Take It Easy Tatum?
Oh, that's what the mediators used to shout out every time he'd go into a bloodthirsty frenzy.
Okay, it's a blood sport, right? Is it a blood sport or just a really, really intense contact sport? You know, I'm not sure how interested you can get me into a game I can't see. You gotta show me a game or two of tossball and I might be able to have thoughts about it. Is there anything else on the Groundbreaker I need to do? No, it's all on Monarch. That's... Inform Dr. Wells that you have a Navkey.
It's near maple syrup. It's near this.
Dr. Wells, really? No. Oh no, that one. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking of Dr. Dorset and her lot, or Dr. Mfuru. No, it didn't call him Phineas. So I got confused. Alright, back to the Groundbreaker, and then I'll make contact with Wells.
I believe I hear Felix and
Oh, again?
discussing the latest Aetherwave series.
Can they speak about anything else? I'm gonna go up and hear that.
I don't know if you watched the big finale, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. Let's just say it involved a whole mess of tossball players and the biggest Manta Queen I ever saw.
Ooh, no fooling. I'm gonna have to catch that one for myself.
You keep saying the same thing. Well, not quite the same thing.
Bunk.
Yeah, you're welcome, Felix. Am I paying you guys? I genuinely don't know. Apart from Ellie, she owes me. I'm definitely not paying her. I'm not gonna get that money back, am I? 2007 bits I spent. And now 10,000 I had to spend just to get to Monarch. Alright, Wells.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a Navkey to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Do so, please. Doesn't this guy have a life? Put him on the screen. I don't care if he has a life.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and
I'm gonna talk to the Bicker.
If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
I'm just gonna take your word that we're gonna be able to prevent that. I don't know what your plan actually is, apart from, like, wake up the colonists and then presumably everything gets fixed. You sound like you've been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
I really can't tell whether I'm supposed to take you seriously. Where should I start?
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nioka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss.
Okay,
Once you
Nioka.
have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Alright,
Come
questions.
see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Alright, I think I've already done
Best
that
of
then.
luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Well, they're not doing much, because they're all unconscious and in a coma. First, oh no, I'll tell you what, I'll... Warning, dangerous. Cascadia is a dangerous one, but Stellar Bay seems to be alright. Alright? Possibly. Okay. Stick us above there. You should send to the planet and you could drop down on any particular area, like...
Above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Ooh, look at that gas giant there. We seem to be in a ring system, a very light ring system like the one that Jupiter has. Because I can see a lot of asteroids around here, but they seem to be fading away. Let's talk with the Vicar. Nobody's waiting to talk with me, but I want to chat with the Vicar before I head down there, just in case, because I think he wants to come along, right? Maximilian de Soto?
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
I just want to see if there's anything else you need to say about this. Some things I don't understand about your religion.
Yes.
Besides the Grand Architect and the plan, what else do you believe?
Scientism, as its name implies, believes that nature abhors equality. The strong survive, and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole.
I see.
And
Of course.
reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity.
I'm... Screw the weak. I'm taking it that philosophism, whatever it is going to be the polar opposite. So everything they believe in, they don't believe in, and everything, like, to the opposite extent. So they believe that emotion, not reason, is the seat of all morality. Or something like that. It's like... And then I'm thinking, well, what about that middle ground? Because that's where I like to sit. Hey, a little bit of thinky, little bit of, you know, using your intuition. But that sounds... Let's talk about something else. I don't think I want to argue with him.
Yes.
You don't want to argue with, devout people about their religion, because it'll take a week. I think I'd ever get back to you. Alright, we're heading down to Monarch. You're coming with. And so is, Max. Ellie, you're staying aboard. Oh. Whose place is this? But you've got my danger sign. Seriously, who's this? Is Purpleberry Crunch? The Pavati's over here. This has got to be Max's. Sorry, Felix, I mean. Go to the captain's quarters. Let's head down. To Stellar Bay. Vicar, you and Felix are coming along. You and Ellie don't get along, but I don't know if you have any interest with Felix. Apart from Tossball, you seem to both like Tossball a lot. Something's fishy. I've reached Stellar Bay. Oh, wow. Isn't this something? It's also not doing great for my frame rate. First time I've had any difficulty with my computer. It does look like a godforsaken shithole, doesn't it? Can't really get a look at the surface of the horizon. What the hell is that? Yeah, a bit canyony around here. Bet it looks really cool to have a nice open area. I don't know where these exit to. Now let's have a look. I am going to talk to Nyoka? Whatever the pronunciation of that was. Space Crime Continuum is over there. So let's start with Oh yeah, and this one, which apparently is in space. Let's start with Nayoka. Nayoka? I will learn your pronunciation in time. Insert captain's identification cartridge to initiate remote landing. Okay. Didn't give me much. Oh no, it's not. Where's the hell? What's the way down? Oh. I'm okay. It was there. I missed it. Hello, Grim.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Feel free.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Well, that is my ship on the landing pad right next to you.
I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction.
Very good. Well done.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
UDL has gunships blockading the... Well, not quite blockading, but, like, scaring the approaches to Monarch. What are they doing out here?
You may not have heard.
I didn't notice any gunships.
Hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing. So, here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Marcus Ashikaga.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
So I must be the first
to do that. It's
visitor in a while.
But Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are Sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not what I expected to find on Monarch, so you're a bit more organized than I was led to believe. So you've actually got an operation here. Monarch Stellar Industries, I know the name from the reputations panel, but I've got nothing else on them, as far as I know.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Good to know.
Did you just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait.
Are you sure the board's not been... Are you saying the board's been lying about this place? No, surely not.
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Okay, well, I'll speak with Mr. Sanjar. I'm gonna have a look around.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you?
You know what?
And if
you seem friendly enough, I'm going to do that. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next Sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Who's the Black Hole? I suppose he wants to talk about this more tossball stuff.
Boss, come on. Black Hole Birdie, the Hole Meister, the Hack Attack.
No.
That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You've been living in a sulfur pit or something?
I've been in hibernation for decades.
Oh, you're real fun.
Holcomb, same name as
I
Bavati.
don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay.
Sure, I can ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Okay. Right. Pavati might know something about, brother? Seems too young to be father. We know the father's dead. Unlikely to be mother. I think we can rule that one out. But, although maybe not. I don't want to make assumptions. I'll talk to Nayoka. Oh, I'm stealing. Yeah, that would make sense. There's not really anything worth stealing here apart from mag picks. So let's have a word with this one. The Yacht Club. MSI Guard. Monarch Stellar Industries. You're definitely dressed differently to the other corps.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
You've got scythes. You've got battle scythes. Laser battle scythes. That's remarkable.
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
I am Sublight, actually, technically. Bennett.
Laws. Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
You get a lot of brass for a man doing absolutely nothing.
What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
God, you're also extremely pretentious. This colony seems to have bred a lot of, like, really pompous wankers. Your neighbors probably aren't missing your... what are you talking about?
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
MSI split from the board. Sanjar seems to have some differences with that lot. So you miss the good old days.
Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Not really. I'll leave you to it. You're just giving me lore, okay. Yeah, the iconoclasts, so... these guys are sort of the liberal to the iconoclastic rebels. Like revolutionaries.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Alright. Maguire. There you are. You're drinking, as I was told to expect. I suppose we can talk to Maguire here?
Well, well.
Nice
Often
moustache.
we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Well, everyone's very nice here. I'll pass.
Suit yourself. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Why is this place called the Yacht Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone's seen.
Fair enough, it doesn't have to have an actual meaning. Any yachts on Stellar Bay?
Nope. But a man can dream.
You said you're not used to seeing new faces around here.
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about them now. What happened in Amber Heights?
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
And how well do you know Nyoka?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
Okay. So, yeah, well, she's a hunter. No, right now. Thank you. Nyoka?
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its
And now
blood,
she's...
So it's sliding. All over the place. Trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
You're a little bit tipsy. Excuse me.
Don't interrupt. It's rude.
No, it's not.
But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait.
You ain't from around here. Who are you?
You're a little bit, tipsy. Marcus Ashikaga, pleased to meet you. I won't mention that she's drunk.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Do you need another one? Fine. I need her on side, but I also need her conscious. Sure.
Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
I do persuade and charming stuff, so yeah. Told you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we?
Brass nuts?
Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats?
Brass tacks.
Let's talk business.
Let's get down to brass tacks is what you want to say there. It's alright. I forget things like that all the time.
You have to get me something to clear my head.
You've got a... Okay, what do you need?
Outstanding!
Okay.
Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good.
You want me to buy you drugs?
I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or
Do
what?
they? If you're drunk and you take caffeine, that doesn't make you less drunk. But okay. Or caffeinoid, so it's not quite caffeine. Go to the MSI dispensary and get her medicine, which apparently she's cut off from because she uses it so much. Whoa! Is that... Yeah, there we go. Okay, a caffeinoid. Stogie stim, cigarettes, lots of that. How do I get it? A lot of really crap-looking helmets. Those look like Fisher-Price helmets. One of these is going to be here, right? Not this one? Is it another one? It's in a different one. I gotta go to a proper dispensary. I thought it'd be all the same. I mean, it's just, you just need a... Okay. Alright, I gotta get this... I really feel like I am slightly, like, helping out a drug habit. Ooh, this one is... This is doing absolute murder on my graphics card, apparently. Like, the smaller towns is one thing. This is almost city level, and the game does not like it.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
There's a lot around here. We got the Stellar Bay. I'm trying to keep a memory. I'm not going to go too far out of my way just yet. Aha, Abigail Edwards.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brack's missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like, hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, Frederick Halstead. I'll keep your name in mind, but I won't talk to you just yet.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Okay. Heads up, this one's a little frisky. I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement. Who's Velma?
She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper.
Okay. Nothing wrong with a little passion.
No disagreement there, dearie. But Velma can be a little prickly. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business.
Quite.
Was there something else?
I don't know why I asked about Velma. I'm not really mind. Are you in charge of handing out medicine?
Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized.
Yes, you seem to have been getting high on your own supply here. You certainly seem excited about your job.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
Okay. Asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
I don't know, Auntie. You'll have to pry that secret from my sweet little face. Let's just lie and say the pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
You just can't trust people these days.
Except for you. I can tell. You've got
thank
one
you.
of those faces.
Really bad read on your
I'd make an
part.
exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Okay, but she's been cut off. Nayoka. Yeah.
It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
There must be some way I can increase the allotment.
Well, I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Do you mind if I have a poke around? I thought you were in charge around here. You sure ought to be. Let's persuade.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Remind me, what supply room?
The one upstairs, where we store our medicines.
Okay, no. Let's not intimidate her.
Graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man.
Really?
Was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some.
So who's in charge? Then technically you are in charge, aren't you?
Combinations.
The Flower of Enlightenment?
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The
Opinion on that,
graveyard's
Max?
near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
We're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Okay.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Okay, I'll figure this out on my own.
Chin up, dearie.
Alright. I'll think about ways to do this. What are my options, by the way? Yes, you guys need, perks. What do we think? I cower them a lot, don't I? Yeah, no, I cower them, but I don't terrify them. So let's give you that one. And Vic and Max can have... ability damage. Why not? Yeah. Checking my... oh yeah, and I've probably got something I can put into, say... I've got 10 points available. I'm starting to really have to think about, like, I'm going to have to do individual areas. I can terrify, and I can scramble. Anyway, what would be the best... Let's put 5 into persuade, and 5 into determination. I don't know why. But, this is... Search the body. Both have medical supplies. I can get them off her Is there a way I can do this maybe using my sneaky skills? Because that might be a better way to get it, rather than going to dig up someone's corpse. Hack 55. Welcome Williams. Please select from the following menus. Patient records. Nyoka. Medical engineer loads liver damage, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Attitude problems, prolonged alcoholism. Frequent social withdrawal, prolonged alcoholism. I think... Hold on, that's her name. Nyoka Ramarim Wentworth III. Wow. Got a double-barreled surname and a... Is there a word for that? Well, it's been in use for 3 generations, apparently. Increased caffeinoid allotment. Warning, excessive caffeinoid consumption may lead to side effects such as irritability, fatigue, uncontrollable bowel movements, nausea, and death. Caffeine storage is approaching critical levels. Resupply recommended. Marcus Ashikaga. Okay, apparently not. Turn to root data storage. Williams. Oh my god, there's a lot here. Reacticism. Pep up you. Soltuna of the Deep, it's like music for the soul. What? I had hypothesized that this combination might awaken my mind and senses to the greater realities around us. If that's true, then it seems my faculties were quite overwhelmed in this instance. Shortly after the dosage, I experienced cold sweats, tremors, and mild paranoia. It is perhaps due to these latter effects that most of my notes from this episode are of little use. Nevertheless, the effects were most invigorating. I will have to attempt a milder dosage once heart palpitations subside. Yeah, this experimentation isn't doing you any good. Bushberry plus whatever it was, plus that stuff. After my previous experiment, I theorized that deadening the external senses might allow my mind's eye to glimpse the eternal. Alas, I was only partially successful. Both blind and feeble, so much so that I fell into a stupor. I woke some hours later in a pile of my own sick. And a most curious craving for that. File empty. That probably killed you. Work in progress. Stella Bride. Wait. Is this yours? Wow, you got 146,000 words here. So she writes... She writes some romance novels. I won't read these out. Okay, I'm not gonna read those out. Create new account. Huh. Okay, apparently... Not. I could steal Magpixel. Let's not steal anything other than the caffeinoid I need. I can pick into this without any difficulty whatsoever. Stimulation, isn't that it? Steal the caffeinoid. Got it. Not a problem. Either way, I'm stealing it, right? That's how that works. I could search the doctor's body, but I don't need to. Alright, let's give her a drugs. I don't feel good in doing this, but apparently that's what I've been reduced to. All the life and times of the freaking... colony adventurer that is me. Getting a strange woman her friggin' pep pills.